Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. See how we can make it come up a treat, hopefully. Okay, let's see what we have once we've set this silly thing up. Okay, let's see what this is. It is 40. In other words, a birthday card. A birthday card for someone turning 40. Here's to 40. That's for 4 decades of laughing, learning and living. Your 4 decades of becoming the wonderful person everyone is proud to celebrate today. Happy birthday. Oh, I had to read it, folks. Sorry. But basically, yeah, 40. Some people say life begins at 40. I wish my life could have begun at 20 when I had opportunities to do things like get married to someone I love, Luigi. Because in my 40s, I'm getting old. I'm getting too old and I'm missed out on my youth. I don't count 40 as a time when you fucked your life up as a way of celebrating. It's not to be celebrated, folks. I feel like I've wasted my life and now I'm at 48. I was hoping by the time I was 40 to get in touch with my partner Luigi, but unfortunately it never happened that way. You know, it never happened and I'm really lonely. 48. That was 8 years, just over 8 years since I turned 40. I wanted to marry in my early 20s, not my fucking 40s. I didn't want 40s. 40s are shit. Your body gets old and haggard, you get wrinkles. It's really not as good as it should be. Now that looks really quite interesting. Still got to blow it up a bit bigger there, but I really miss Luigi, and I'm trying to get my stuff out there while there's still some time left. I really miss Luigi. I really wish I could be with him instead of being alone. Yeah, that looks a bit better. I'm going to use that as a movement piece, but I really miss being with Luigi and I'm really lonely. So I'm trying to get something out there. So I'm trying to get my stuff on television to get in touch with him. My partner Luigi. I really miss him and I'm really pining after him. And I just feel powerless, folks. Like I can't do anything to bring us back together, to find an opportunity to see each other. I don't even remember his surname or exactly how his surname is supposed to sound. Now that looks wishy-washy. I just don't know what his surname, how his surname is. And it's really painful, folks, trying to get my work to do the heavy lifting and trying to find where my partner is. It really kills. I'm actually thinking it's not going to work as a still piece or a still to movement. I'm going to move it. I'm going to go back to the darker setting we had it on, and I'm just going to make it a movement piece. I do hope I don't destroy the raised pieces on there, but I really am missing my partner, and it's really killing me. This loneliness kills. Yeah, that looks interesting. Has got potential. I do think we might have to maybe reduce it a bit. Maybe shrink it back down. Maybe go down to 100. But I really miss my partner, and it's really a killer trying to get in touch when there's no method I can use. There's no usable opportunities anymore. We don't have opportunities like we had when we were young in the 90s. So the 90s have been and gone, and we just can't go back and find each other again. And that looks really quite nice, actually. I do think we could use that. But I really miss my partner, and it's really killing the shit out of me trying to find an alternative method. And the alternative method I can see is going on television. And television is the only medium that I can think of that has the kind of coverage that I'm needing. And I just can't seem to get the TV channels to play my unusual material. So I'm trying my hardest to do it, and it's not as easy as it looks. And I do wish I could find where Luigi got to. So I'm getting really sad and really lonely, anxious and depressed, trying to be happy in a world where I am lonely, where I feel lonely and sad. That scanner's making some terrible noises, folks. It's a wonder this machine hasn't gone broke yet. Had a breakdown, in other words. Yeah, that looks really quite nice colour-wise. But I really miss my partner, and it's really hard trying to get my stuff to be out there where it needs to go. You know, it needs to go on television. Otherwise it's not going to work. It's not going to get me there. I really wish I never threw my opportunities down the toilet back in the early 90s where it happened. I really wish I could go back and correct myself. I really wish I didn't have to go through this drastic measure, having to try and get television interested in something that they don't understand, or they don't yet understand. That all the death, disease, disaster, destruction, house fires, murders, shark attacks, car chases, you name it, that sort of stuff, that negative stuff is what they call newsy, or that's how I see it. They seem to think it is, and my stuff isn't like that, except I do talk about negativity of other kinds, but it's not the life-threatening kind. Except loneliness can kill, but it's a slow death. It's not a fast death like a car crash. So It's a slow death. It's killing me. Let's see how we go. Anyway, that looks really quite interesting. I think now we can call this birthday bashing quits.